tutorial starts with a song, but it's only a few seconds long. Let's get started with animation. Hello folks, today we'll talk about the length of curves. The length of curves. The length is measured with a straight curve. This is pretty easy, but then when you deform the curve, it's getting slightly tricky. But there are ways in Maya, of course, where you can measure the length of curves in several ways, and I'll show you one way. Enjoy this tutorial. All these curves have the same length, and you see that from the rotation of that sphere. It rolls along those curves, and they all start at the same time and they stop at the same time, and they have the same speed. So the length is perfectly identical. By the way, what's the difference between this animation and this animation? Well, depth of field. It's a real cool effect, so try it out. In industrial design, the people who manufacture your 3D objects, for example, this piece of metal, with a CNC machine, for example, they need to know dimensions. And for example, for the blue bulb, that LED strip, they need to know the length. And you need to tell them the length. And I'll show you that it's slightly problematic, but we can actually deal with it. This is a new scene, and I use, under curves and surfaces, this pen to draw a curve like this. And you see in the attribute editor that we have a curve with a minimum maximum value of 0 and 30, and it has 30 spans. When you press the key F8, you see these 30 dots. So this value, the spans and the maximum value, are identical. When I draw the next curve, very short one, I have 7 spans and the minimum maximum values are 0 and 7. So this does not help us measure our curves. But how about this? I use this tool now, and I use grid snapping. It's this icon here, or the key X. When I press and hold the key X, I can snap it right here, and the second point right here. So I have a curve spanning from here to there, and when you count the segments here, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So it's 24 centimeters long. This is the length of our curve. The curve is very simple. It is of degree 1. Actually, it's of degree 3 because it's a NURBS curve, but it has 1 span only. It's the most simple curve you can draw. Maximum value is 1 because it has 1 span only. But still you can try to deform it and keep the length constant. I have the curve selected and I go to curves, and here I lock the length. When I'm finished with it, I unlock the length. So I use this command first. It's pressing the key L. I never used L really, so I always use this menu. So I lock the length of this curve. Now the length is constant. When I press F8 now, I see these 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I select this one, for example, and move it to the side, then this part of the whole curve moves back because the curve tries to keep the same length as before. It is still 24 centimeters long. It has this edge, that's why I press the key 3 in order to get a smooth flow of that curve. Let me change this, the starting point of the curve, and you see that it really follows that line, which is very cool. And when you do an extrusion to create a real geometry, this can be used in many animations, really. So this is a way to evaluate the length of a curve using a straight curve first, and then locking it and keeping that length always at the same value. when I unlock it, I need to go back to the object mode, or press F8, whatever, and I go to curve and unlock it. When I now press F8 again, and for example move this point, the point moves very far away and the curve obviously gets much longer. So this is basically the whole trick. What I did in the animations which you saw at the beginning and which I'll repeat at the end is making a sphere roll along those curves in order to visualize the same length. This is another topic. It's quite interesting really because of several factors. One factor is, for example, it does not roll when you attach it to that curve. But this is another topic. I just wanted to let you know that this is the way to measure the length and to keep the length of curves. By the way, I started this channel in the German language back in 2017, and after I think 20 or 30 tutorials in German, I switched over to English. And in 2018, I created my first English tutorial. And this was about these rotating gears. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.